Oh, but it protects your device. Just pop that CD in and you're good to go.
But it will stop your internet service provider and other snoopers from monitoring you online, right?
Oh, no, not really. It won't stop online snoopers or block annoying ads. In fact, forget what I said at the beginning of this ad. This ad is now about NordVPN.
15 seconds, stand by for intro.
Online. So get better online protection with the NordVPN Black Friday deal. It will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. This Black Friday, get NordVPN with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months. Yeah!
This program is paid for by Investors Schooling. All opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely those of Investors Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT-HD, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Auto Group Studios, experience the power of one with 8 brands and 25 locations. Always love.
You're alive.
See ya. The Larry Steinhouse Show.
All right, good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to the Larry Steinhouse Show. We're coming to you live on AM 1210. We're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Brian Larman, and I'm your co-host today, stepping into the captain seat as...
the Stock Option Aviator.
That's right, and for those of you who don't speak Hebrew, don't worry. What that was the Stock Option Aviator. And, of course, joining me today in the cockpit of this Boeing 737-800 cash-making machine is my co-host, the fantastic Omri, the best landlord Morad, or simply Omri, the immigrant Morad.
Okay.
No matter what you call him, Omri is a real estate investing powerhouse, and together we spread the message of financial literacy through the only brick-and-mortar financial education center on the East Coast, known as...
InvestorSchooling.com. That's InvestorSchooling.com.
That's right. We have a .com location on the internets where you can sign up for our complimentary class this Thursday at 7 p.m., either in person or online. But outside the worlds of ones and zeros and racing through fiber optic networks at the speed of light, bouncing off Starlink and asking permissions from Skynet, Investor Schooling is also where over 200 students join us every Thursday night to partake in the communion of financial literacy. Of course, we operate under the umbrella of Investor Schooling, under the leadership of the founder himself, Mr.
Larry Steinhouse.
Larry is not only a teacher, he's an investor, a mentor, a coach, and an expert on all things money related. And as Larry would remind you,
because everything you know about money is wrong.
That's correct, and I think he wrote a book about that.
Yes.
That's right. Today we're diving into all things money related. We're talking about the stock market, the real estate market, income strategies, money mindset, and how to stop doing the financial things that broke people do. That's right. Stop listening to your broke friends. Stop taking advice from people who get paid to sell you something like...
fiduciaries.
And remember the words of Warren Buffett himself, the most important investment you can make is in yourself, because knowledge builds up like compound interest. So thank you for taking the first step by listening to us today. We look forward to seeing you in person or online this Thursday at
InvestorSchooling.com.
In the meantime, we want to hear from you right now. We want you to ask us a question. Tell us what you're doing to make money. Tell us what you did to lose money so we don't repeat that. We want to share with us your financial struggles, your financial successes. You can ask us about an individual stock, what kind of stock option play you could do on it. If you're a wholesaler with property for sale, call us. We'll buy it. Are you a realtor? You have some property for sale? Call us. Let us know about it. Do you know somebody that has a property they need to sell? Call us. We'll buy it. Do you have a real estate deal that's too complicated? Omri's here and he can figure it out for you. Are you a tired landlord? Call us. We have the best landlord sitting right across from me. So please call us at
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
All right, now return your trays to the upright position, buckle up, select full afterburner, salute the catapult officer, grab the towel rack, flex your body, and prepare for launch. Because just like a cat shot off an aircraft carrier, we're going from 0 to 150 in 2 seconds. Omri, let's get started.
Yes, let's get started. Now, if you didn't know or you didn't figure out that there is a paper sound here, I think this is the first time we have an intro that have been prepared properly before the show with parts to all participants.
I don't do anything without a plan, Omri.
I'm very happy as a passenger in your airplane. I'm very happy to hear that because you don't want me to because I will take off. If I will be a pilot, I will take off. And while I'm taking off, I will start to read the manual about how to land. So each person will do it their own way. That's why, if you know, I used to be the worst landlord.
All right.
Thank God, not anymore.
I remember the meeting when Larry says, "Hey, Brian, can you do the show with Omri this Saturday?" And there was about 10 seconds of silence in the room.
Yeah, I remember. You know what? I'm so happy to do the show with you, with the Stock Option Aviator, today, November 29th, as we are approaching the first Monday of the month, this Monday.
That's right. It's going to be a busy Monday. Lots of stock trading going on this Monday in the Onyx Club.
Are you ready to hear the same question from so many people?
Have you guys thought about this stock? Have you guys thought about that stock?
No.
What's the question?
There is a certain question that everybody asks you every Monday, every first Monday of the month, and it is, what should I buy? Everybody asks the same question, what should I buy? Especially recently that the market is crazy.
It has been a crazy week. This week was crazy.
I know.
Crazy good. The week before that was crazy bad. And I'd love it if somebody called in and we could talk about it.
855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. I just want to give you a heads up. In the studio with me today sits the Stock Option Aviator, who is the expert in everything related to stock option. He is actually giving lectures here in the school on Thursday, and he's going to diagnose your stocks for you and help you with everything you need regarding stocks. So take advantage and give us a call, 855-939-1137, 855-939-1137.
That's right. And for those of you that don't know, we did say we're here at Investor Schooling. We're actually at the headquarters of Investor Schooling.
And we're moving to a new studio.
We are.
2 doors down. Very, very... you know what? I'm not sure I'm right, but there is a chance this is the last show in this room. The last live show in this room. Yeah, we're going to have a brand new studio. Very nice one.
So those of you that have ever wondered about trading stock options, much like me, about 8 years ago, I knew about stock options, but I didn't know what they were. I didn't know how to use them. I didn't know what button to push. I knew a lot about stocks. I've always been an avid follower and researcher. I'm a big fan of Warren Buffett. Grew up in Nebraska, where he's from, and in fact, my grandpa actually worked for one of his companies, so I've always been fascinated at it. And when COVID hit, I saw the stock market plummet, right, as we all did in 2020, right? It went down, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a huge buying opportunity. I scrapped together as much money as I could and just bought stocks. Some large cap stocks that I had been following. Boeing was one of them. American Express was one of them. And I just held on to it, right? And then a year later, obviously, they had come up 40, 50% from their massive lows. But just imagine if I would have known the power of a stock option and how to control a large quantity of stocks with just a little amount of money. I could have made 200, 300, 400% return on my money, which was an obvious buying opportunity. And that's kind of some of the stuff we teach here, right? It's a little more complicated than just going onto your local trading platform and hitting buy to open. But we teach all of those things here, exactly how to do it. And the most important thing is the rules that we teach to try to prevent people from getting into trouble. And worst case scenario is minimizing the potential for losses, because with stock options, you hit the wrong button, you do the wrong trade at the wrong time, at the wrong price, and it can hurt. In fact, most of the people that come here for the very first time, and they come here and they're saying, hey, I want to learn stock options. Oh yeah, I've dabbled around with it a little bit. And what's our first question that Larry asked them?
How much money have you lost?
Right. And in fact, yesterday, 2 days ago, because we were closed, but the week before that, there was a guy online that logged on, and it was his first time at the show. And he's like, hey, we say hi to him, tell us a little bit about yourself. And he goes, hey, I'm here. I just want to learn some stock options. I've been doing it on my own for, about a year, and I've lost $40,000. And I'm here to figure out how not to do that.
The way we do it is as far from gambling as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
We put science into it. We try to do it in a very boring way that can allow
extremely boring. Yes, you're right.
Extremely boring way that will allow you to sleep good at night and won't require you to sit in front of a screen for 24 hours a day.
Right? It's not day trading. We don't do that.
It's completely not. People are afraid of that. I was afraid of that. I'm afraid about the weeklies.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
how-
weekly covered calls.
Yeah, that's how lazy I am. That's how I look at it. And the whole point for me is if it's constant, I'm happy, and that's the way it needs to be. We always look back and we regret opportunities we didn't take, always. And one of those opportunities, you talk about the stocks, and of course I look at the airline stocks and I said, when COVID started, why haven't I bought United or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to tell you that in real estate, it's not much different. Before COVID, there was a huge portfolio that I bought a few out of it. There was, I think, a 30-unit portfolio that I bought, I think 6 or 7 from it. And I look now and I said, oh my God, I should have bought all of it. And I was afraid.
Now, why were you afraid?
I was afraid to buy 30 units.
Were you here at the school at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't at the school. I was a friend with Larry.
Okay.
Larry brought the deal.
Okay.
And I was afraid to buy all of them. I was afraid to pay insurance and taxes or abandoned houses.
And do we hear that from students when they come in? Are they
All the
ever
time.
afraid of?
All the time.
I don't want to get this under contract because I don't have any money, right?
The point is, I think the bottom line is we need to learn from our fear.
Yeah.
We know that we have experienced fear in our past. Everybody experienced fear in their past. We need to learn from the fear, and we need to say no more fear. No more fear, because back then I suffered. Back then, not suffered maybe, but I had this scar on my body that remind me that I should have done something that I haven't. And look at the scar and remember, and next time you have an opportunity, don't say no to the opportunity.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the other things we teach here is mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Money mindset. A lot of that with the real estate side of it is, people are afraid to take action. And they're worried about where the money going to come from, right?
My 9-year-old, she go around the school. We had a Thanksgiving feast or something in the school. She go around the school. I was surprised, and she tell her friend in the class, "You deserve it. You deserve it." She's
great.
9, and she
That's
go and she
great.
say, "You deserve it."
That's great. Yep. Yep. That's awesome. So, Omri did mention this Monday we have what we call the Onyx Club, which is a group of students that we have here that we do some trades with options, and specifically we're doing we're doing monthly covered calls. So we sell calls, and we own the stock that we sell calls on. That's what a covered call is, and we generate income from that. And we do it. Larry has a fund called the Income Sultan Fund, which is for accredited investors only, and that targets monthly covered calls. And the first Monday of every month, we get together, and we trade all the money in the fund. And then the participants of the fund get issued a check, and we repeat that process every month, and it's going great. And we teach that very thing here at the school. So if you want to come in and sign up for a Thursday class, you can go online, sign up for that. We encourage you to come in person so that we can meet you. You can meet us, make sure that we're a real thing, which we are, and we have a lot of fun.
Exactly. So go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and register for a free Thursday night class. And we promise you will have a blast. It's so much fun. It's not only learning, it's just fun.
It's community, it's networking, it's a bunch of good people getting
Correct.
together and doing good things.
Mm-hmm.
And the payback is massive when you become part of our community.
Okay. Do you want to
That's for
give
sure.
a shout out for our sponsors?
I do.
Let's do it.
We are happy to be sponsored by, we have Joe Keller, and he's with the Joe Keller team at Cross Country Mortgage. For all of your mortgage needs, he is a one-stop shop for that. He can be reached at joe.keller@ccm.com. And then for all of your marketing needs, you can reach out to Dan Jones at manyresults.com. If you want more deals, more leads, more credibility, and you want everything on the internet, you want PR, you want media, you want AI involvement in your advertising campaign, and you want Google, Meta, and TV ads, he's the man to reach out to at manyresults.com. We also have Peter Bonarico at pbadjusting.com. They are advocates for homeowners and property owners to get every dollar that they're entitled to after a loss on their property. When it comes to claims being denied or underpaid, they can help you through the process from the beginning to the end and get you more money. And of course, the Income Sultan Fund right here at Investor Schooling. We spoke about that previously. If you want to invest with the Sultan, you will collect like a king. It's designed for those who prioritize income generation as part of their investment approach. And that, for more information on that, you can go to sultanif.com. sultanif.com.
So, to the question, because we are close to Monday, and of course, all my stocks have been taken away from me, what should we buy?
Well, that's a great question. So, if we look at the stocks that were assigned from yesterday.
Which one are we talking about?
All of them except probably Boeing and Meta most likely were assigned.
Yeah.
And
it's amazing to me that, I'm sorry interrupting you, but
yeah.
It's amazing to me that AT&T is like 26 right now.
Yep.
Which we anticipated it would stay low for a while.
Well, yeah, yes and no. So T and Verizon, which we got into, was Verizon.
Yeah.
They both responded in kind, in proportion to how much they normally move, and that whole sector came back. So whether we were in Verizon or whether we were in T, it didn't matter. We made the same amount of money that we would have made either way. But yeah, both of those are definitely up. Rivian is way up.
Wow.
It's going to be a hard one to get back into.
So I think again, if you look at the graph, which is you need to know, Brian is the master of diagnosing a graph of any stock, and he's putting the lines, it's figuring it out, and it seems to me that we are playing right now. If we play between 11 and 13. I know it's a big shift, but now the play will be between 14 and 17 for Rivian.
Right, and what we don't have enough information yet. We don't have enough time to see if it's going to stick to where it's at. Right, they had good earnings a couple weeks ago, and that caused their stock to go up. It spiked, and then it came back down. It came all the way back down to 15, a little bit into the 14s. But yeah, right now it's up there in the 15s. So it's too early to say if it's going to stay there. And obviously, I haven't done all my research yet. That's going to happen on Sunday.
Yeah.
To come in prepared for Monday's trading session. But yeah, this is the situation we're in now. Some of the stocks we'll buy back, and we'll sell probably a couple out of the money as they continue, hopefully to rise. But yeah, Rivian's going to be a tough one.
Intel, what's going
Southwest,
on with Intel?
Intel, yeah, Intel's. I thought it was going to be the 30-35, and now it's up there at 37. So
yeah,
it's crazy. So you mentioned, an expert at diagnosing the charts. Just realize that that's a technical observation, technical analysis of a stock, and there's so much more. Actually, I spend more time on fundamental evaluations than I do on technical evaluations.
I know, and that's why I brought actually Intel, because I know that you don't believe in the company so much.
Well, I believe they're being propped up. So, right. I mean, nothing happened. They didn't magically make more money one day, and the stock went up from wherever it was at, and it jumped up into the 30s. So, it's a little bit volatile for me. I'd like to see another earnings come out on it, see exactly what they're doing, and that's the whole deal with the last 2 weeks ago when the market went down. Right, everybody's worried about the valuation of these companies because the markets have been rising. And I'm just looking at the chart here from, for example, the Dow. So obviously when the tariffs hit back in April of this year, the stock market took a tremendous hit. Dow got all the way down to the 40,000. Right now it's at 47,000. and it took about 3 months for it to recover back to its pre-April levels, and then from there it's been a tear, right? Everything's been climbing, and then 2 weeks ago we had that drop, and that drop was a bigger drop than we'd seen since the tariffs, and that people were talking about how scared they are that the AI investments that these massive, the Significant Seven and all these AI companies are making, that these AI investments are not showing any income yet, and they're worried about the debt levels going forward with the investments they're making. And really all that was just a bunch of people talking, and the market panicked, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at the earnings of these companies, and they are just crushing it. They are making money, and especially the Magnificent Seven, they don't have any debt. Like, they're a cash-making machine. So you look at how come they're, everything's so elevated, and you take a look at the PEs and whatnot, and yeah, their PEs are pretty high, right? And that certainly makes me nervous. But there's also companies out there that are trucking right along with these that have low PEs of 10, 11, back in the normal range. So, you have people talking, which creates panic, and then you have actual financial data coming in. And I think when you combine there's always going to be skeptics out there, and I'm not saying that we're not in a bubble or that we are in a bubble. I'm just saying everything's pretty the stock market's been a great ride for the last 6 months, right? So there's bound to be a correction. This correction that happened 2 weeks ago was bigger than the normal correction. So now there is a chink in the armor. Meaning it's almost last week, it almost recovered to its level before it dropped. So within 1 week, both the Dow, the S&P 500 is actually back to where it was. The NASDAQ almost back to where it was in 1 week. So in 1 week it all went down, and 1 week it all came back.
But not all the stocks, which was weird.
No, Southwest Airlines, for example, didn't. So your commodity-based stocks.
I think Verizon didn't too, right?
No, the stocks that produce stuff that people pay for that you can touch and feel, or at least with the commodity stuff like price competitive businesses, which I typically stay away from, they actually weren't affected at all by all the craziness with the AI valuations in the companies that are invested in that. So, and then Southwest, just last week, they came back on a tear. Now they're way high. I sold calls on them this Monday, and of course my stock got assigned, and now I'm in the same spot. Do I buy it back?
Too.
It went up to, I think it's at $35, and I like it below 30.
The best thing about Southwest is that the premium was good.
Yeah.
They gave good premiums.
So that's the other interesting thing. So during that volatility, when the market was going down, I got a chart here on the VIX, and obviously the VIX is retroactive. It's telling you what just happened. But the volatility index, which is monitored by the CBOE, which is the organization that produces all the option contracts that we buy and sell, the VIX jumped, and it looks like here it jumped to about 28 2 weeks ago, and now it's right back down to where it was before that. So the volatility of the market has come back down, and of course when people start selling, that volatility starts to climb, right? But when it does, the premiums are huge, because when you have high volatility, you have
you how much people actually believe in this stock.
Well, it's just more. There's more risk, so you're going to get more reward, but there's more risk. So,
yeah.
But just as a reference point, in April of this year, when the tariffs hit, or when the fear of the tariff happened, the VIX got up to 50. Right, for the last 6 months, it's been operating right around 15 to 20. That's just a number, 15 to 20. It went up to 28 2 weeks ago when you had the sell-off. But during the tariff debacle, it was up at 50. So when people panic, they panic.
It's funny, and so many tariffs have got canceled. I don't have the numbers to say most of them, but so many of them got canceled.
It was all talk.
So exactly, it's like everybody knew it's going to be something like that.
I mean, I do think, though, that some tariffs are in place, and that people,
I think China is still
you're buying stuff from Walmart and things like that. I think you are seeing a price increase, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the long-term impacts have yet to be determined. But when it comes to the stock market, there's always stuff going on. There's always news. We try to it's on our radar, but we don't live and die by it. We don't listen typically to people. We make our own analysis based on fundamentals. We based on price. when to get in and when to get out. And these are all things we teach her in investor schooling, how to identify these buying opportunities and then what strategy to use to take the most advantage of it, primarily with through the calls, buying calls or selling.
If you are confused about what we are talking about, and if you want to know what we are doing and what premiums are and PEs and all those terms, first you can call us at 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137, and we'll explain. You can also go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. And please RSVP for a free Thursday night class.
That's right. You'll get a phone call from Rich as soon as you sign up.
Rich?
No, it's
It's Rick.
Now I just second guessed myself when you said Rick.
Everybody. I know. And now we have Gene.
I'm Joan. Right. So I'm better than that. I use people's actual name. I don't make it up.
It's okay. Listen, since you have no idea how many pronunciation there is for my name by so many people, so yeah, I gave up. That's why I'm saying, hey, this is Omri, Omri.
Omri.
And, yeah.
See, I don't even know if I can say that.
Debbie's saying, why are you saying that? I say, because I don't know, I help people. It's exactly that. So yeah, it's important to explain that what Brian is talking about here is that we basically own the stock and we are selling people the option to buy it in a certain price. And for that, we are getting a premium. The price that people are paying us for the option to buy our stock is the premium. And this is how we are getting a constant income, it's not a return, I don't know, it's an income. It's a constant income.
Yeah, it's a paycheck. I mean, you know, somebody's giving you some money to have an option to buy your stock at a certain price by a certain date. And if you are trying to buy a stock and sell it higher, then that's a different strategy. That's buy and hold. If you want to control a large amount of stock with a little bit of money, that would be buying a call. And if you own stock and you're able to sell options on it, then you can generate an income and not care. I mean, you want it to go up, but not hopefully a lot because you just sold an option on it. But by doing that, having a different strategy with each, you can produce weekly or monthly income. I think this week I did 6,500. So I'll pull that out on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on how much money you're working with, but and you know, you could get anywhere from 1 to 1.5% rate of return a week, or maybe 4 to 4.5, and that's just without margin. If you choose to and comfortable with using margin, then obviously you can double those numbers. We teach both strategies here. So
we do have a caller on the line, but I want to go to a quick commercial break. John, stay with us, and we will get back. We will get to you immediately after the commercial break.
You're clear.
About a charity we formed called Lev 27. Lev 27 is a charity that helps people stay in their homes. Look, sometimes life happens. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, and if suddenly something happens and they can't afford to pay their rent, we will step in and help them. We'll even cover any legal fees to keep them in their home. Go to lev27.org, that's lev27.org, to find out how you can help or make a donation. Thank you. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse. Do you want to become a public adjuster and take control of your career? My friend Peter Bodorenko, he runs Public Adjusting Academy, and he's hosting a complimentary class to show you exactly how to get started. Learn the ins and outs of the industry, gain valuable skills.
All right, Omri, when we come back, I'll play the video you sent me.
Yes, thank you.
Sign up today at adjustingacademy.com.
And if you want to start, I'll just let it play. If you want to start talking over it near the end or whatever, just I'll follow your lead.
Okay, thank you. Kimi, I just checked and we have sound on our side, so tell me if you found the
solution.
Attention
business owners. Want to be the business everyone sees, trusts, and chooses? Dan Jones and his team at Marketing Agency near you make it happen. PR coverage, media features, SEO that gets you everywhere, even AI overviews. They also handle our websites, including investorschooling.com, SiltonIncomeFund.com, LarrySteinhouse.com, and even our charity, Lev27.org.
There's no sound what on the web?
Yeah, but she just wrote back and she said she can hear us now.
Claim your free consultation and plan now at
Everything live.
That's yourfreeplan.com. Don't wait. Make your business the one that people can't stop noticing. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. How many times are you going to listen to my voice before you finally go to investorschooling.com? I can't believe you haven't signed up for a class yet. You're going to learn real estate investing. You're going to learn stock options trading. You're going to learn...
All right, so we're going to do one more 30-second after this, and then we'll come back with the video. Audio from the video.
investorschooling.com and take that free class. See you there. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Listen, I know sometimes you worry about coming to see me because you don't want to invest in real estate, because you don't want to deal with toilets, trash, or tenants. I'm going to teach you a way that you don't have to deal with toilets, trash, or tenants, or even own any real estate and invest in real estate at the same time. You want to learn this, so go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and take a complimentary class this Thursday, and I promise you, no toilets,
stand by,
no tenants.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
I'm your stock options aviator, riding high on the risk elevator. Cash secured wings, I'm chasing the game. Flying first class on financial champagne. When I score too close, I might lose some paper. But that's the life of a stock options aviator.
So don't go to Spotify or YouTube and look for it, guys. This is an Investor Schooling original, and the original, true blood and flesh stock option aviator is here with us in the studio today, Mr. Brian Lerman.
That was a fantastic intro. Thanks. Cover Call Paul wrote that, right?
I think he yeah.
Yeah.
So our sweet producer Glenn asked me, is it an original one because of copywriting? And I said, yes, we are. So Mr. Paul, who I fixed his mailbox today, if you don't like that we're playing it on the radio, please call us at, I don't care. If you want to call us, because we do have a caller and we will put him on the line in a second. If you want to call us at 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. We have John in Philly. How are you, John?
Yes, hello. I have two questions for you.
John.
Stock symbol, open.
I love you very much.
Are you familiar with that?
I have a message here, okay? And I will read it the way it is. If this is the Philly John, please ask him to keep his language.
I understand. Yes. I got you. At least you know who I am exactly, which is good.
Oh, exactly.
I established the base.
Yes. Ask your question, my friend.
Larry, he knows exactly who I am. I'm his close buddy.
Yeah. Ask your question, my friend.
All right. Yeah, the stock open symbol. Open?
Yep.
I traded it. I sold weekly puts against it. I sold the sevens, and I was successful. I'm kind of afraid to go back in again. The thing does drop to 6 sometimes. What do you think?
Did you buy puts or did you sell puts?
No, I sold them. I sold the puts.
And what's your exit strategy when you do that?
Well, what I do is I don't want the stock to drop below 7.
Mm-hmm.
So then I keep the premium, and I do it again.
So you buy it back on the last day?
No, I don't buy it back. Let's say the stock is at 750. I sell the sevens, the puts.
Mm-hmm.
And if the stock closes like above 7, then they just expire.
Mm-hmm. So there's
they pay good premium.
Right.
But I'm afraid to do it again. In other words, if the stock drops to 550, I have to buy it at 7.
Right. What if it drops to 1?
It drop to around low 6s.
So there's some risk there, right? We don't teach that strategy
here.
We don't teach that strategy here at Investor Schooling because there's unlimited potential for loss there. Now, I am familiar with people that do sell puts and then they buy them back before they expire. And the people
you can do that too, yeah.
The people that are doing this are also at the same time buying a protective long-term put. They're buying a long-term put to protect from the unlimited loss that you do when you sell a put, which is why we don't teach that here.
Like an insurance policy.
Now, you could do the same thing by buying the stock and selling a call on it. So if you look, when you're looking at your, when you're looking at
same thing, yeah.
Well, it's okay. from a premium perspective, it might be similar. It's a
Right,
completely
exactly. That's
different
what I'm
strategy.
talking about, yeah.
So make sure when you're focused on the puts, just look at see how much you could get if you were to sell one out of the money on the call, and if they're roughly about the same price, then I would obviously recommend buying the stock and selling the call on it. Now, the problem with that is you have to have the money to buy the stock.
Right.
But there's no risk. There's very little risk with the with the put strategy you're doing. You don't have to own the stock. You do have to have the money in your account to cover it. They're just not going to let you make a trade like that without having the money to cover it. But you're not spending it when you sell it. So I get that. I just wanted to clarify that's not what we teach here. Now, you're asking me, I'm looking at the stock right now, ticker's OPEN, Open Door Technology, commercial platform for residential real estate transaction. Man. Huge volume, you are correct.
High volume.
And just looking at the fundamentals, so when I just scroll down in the fundamentals, I see that there's lots of negatives here, right? So they're not making money. So that's red flag number one. It's not the whole story. So if I see a bunch of negatives, like if you were to go to Rivian and look it up, you would see a bunch of negative numbers too. However, Rivian is a new company and their sales are getting bigger and bigger every year. And so they're in the same position where they're just getting started. It makes sense that they have negative numbers, except their negatives are getting smaller and smaller, and eventually they're going to go positive. So without digging deeper, I can't tell you what this stock's doing, but they have a lot of debt, and so they're going to have high volatility, and you're going to get a big premium on this. So what we would do is,
I'm thinking about joining that Sultan, whatever.
The Income Sultan Fund?
Fund thing. I'll let you guys do the thinking and we'll be worrying it. How would that work? I mean, I was going to try to call Larry and ask him. I mean, do you trade the fund, or I mean, what do? I just come in and give the guy money, or
the fund?
Are you registered? What happens if you guys skip town?
So if you ever heard about funds before, and that's the way it was described to you, you should understand immediately that it's very bad, and don't go into any investment that it's what you just presented. The fund should be with a proper PPM, with people that stand behind it, where you know where your money goes. It doesn't work that way.
The fund is registered with the SEC. It's Schedule D. It's governed by the SEC. So when you
But what is Sultan? Is that a fund, or what is it?
It's the name of the fund.
The brand.
The brand, yeah.
Yeah.
You could call it XYZ
so you do
fund.
have a fund.
Correct. Yes, we have the Sultan Income Fund, and we are doing phenomenal as of right now. We actually can't tell you.
Traded? Does it have a symbol, or how?
No.
The fund,
no,
or
you
do
can't
I get a
trade
part
it.
Of it or?
That's
right,
what he
you buy a
thinks.
share.
Yeah.
You invest in the fund, you get a share.
I'm sorry, would you repeat that, please, again? Would you repeat that? What is it? You can trade it? Is that what you said?
No. You buy a share of the fund, and we trade the money that's in the fund, and our primary strategy is selling covered calls, and that money is then returned to the shareholders of the fund. And so for more information, you can go to... So
when you say you buy a share, how do you do that? You buy a symbol, or...
You go to sultanincomefund.com, fill out an application, and we'll send you more information, and you'll get the PPM, and you can read that, and then make your own decision from there.
Okay, one more quick. I don't want to hold you much longer.
Last one.
What about gold? Yes, last one. That's all I need. Gold.
I don't know.
I'm not...
They're saying it's going to keep on going?
Well, I mean, I'm not in gold, but it's everything. So everything's gone up, right? Let me go back to my screen here. I know Larry has been a big buyer of silver. He's not buying it right now because it's so high. Switching over to gold, taking a look at gold. So if there's good volatility in the market and the market starts to come back down, let's say that the sky starts falling and it's people get panicked, then you gold's going to offset that as a valued investment. But it's trading pretty high right now, so it's one of those things where
if they
you would wait.
Interest rate, it might go even higher.
Well, everything could always go higher, right? That's just speculation. So,
all right, good enough. I'm going to try to call Larry, talk to him more. I think about that Sultan Fund more and more serious. Maybe I'll do something before the
give him a
year's
call.
out. Because, man, if you do it on your own, you worry too much. I figured you guys are much more professional than I am, so I'll give it a shot.
Okay,
I'm going to
awesome.
be
Yeah.
calling Larry.
Yeah.
Give us another try.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, John. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So he brought up a good point where, hey, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable making these trades myself, and a lot of people that are in the fund, that's how they
where they're
approach
at.
it, right? They understand what we're doing, but they don't want to learn how to do it. And then we have people that see what we're doing and we're like, wow, that's fascinating. Can you teach me? And obviously, yes, that's what we do at Investor Schooling. We teach you how to do exactly what we're doing.
We have
yeah.
people that are in the fund and they are also doing it themselves
Absolutely.
in a diversity way, which is another awesome way to play it, to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you are too lazy, and you want someone to do it for you, we have the solution for you. And if you want to do it yourself and you are a control freak or you just like to learn, we can teach you and you will do exactly what we are doing in the fund. So just contact us and come to a class. Investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
So it's interesting. Hopefully maybe we'll get into some real estate stuff on the backside of the show.
Maybe.
But I did. Take a look at reasons why people fail at stock options, right?
Ooh.
And it's not. I don't want to lead with that you're going to fail at it. But like I said before, some of the people that come here, they try to do it on their own.
And we're
they
talking
lost
about
money.
we're talking about stock option in general, not covered call specifically.
Well, they do, yes. So John was selling puts, which is extremely risky.
Correct.
And if you don't understand it, man, you could lose all your money.
People are tempted by the chance to get the big buck.
So I got this list here, and let me
Go.
just tell you some of the things on this list. The first one you've already mentioned in the beginning of the show. Reasons they fail: they treat trading like gambling.
Okay.
Right? They think that it's a Vegas casino and they get the emotions inside of them get going, right? I'm going to make all this money, and they don't have a plan, right?
Okay.
They don't have a plan. So they bet on direction instead of creating a strategy. They chase stocks or hot stocks or meme stocks. No plan, no discipline. They just hope it goes up, and of course, hope is not a strategy.
Correct.
So that's one of them that we already talked about it. And then we also talked about this. They don't understand risk management, right? So we have all the rules that Larry created to try to apply to risk management. Risk management is, am I making the right decision? Am I taking the right amount of risk based on the amount of money that I'm spending and what I'm willing to make or what I'm willing to lose, right? So you have to have a risk management plan. We have rules that fit that perfectly here at Investor Schooling. The other one is they don't understand how options actually work. That's a big one. How many times has Larry given the same lecture over about, can somebody tell me what intrinsic value is? Can somebody tell me what time value is?
The equation, this plus,
right? And it's just silence, right? And he goes, oh my God, what am I teaching you? And so when I do coaching sessions now, I'm like, listen, intrinsic value. Just say stock price minus strike price.
Yeah.
Just say that. And when people ask them to explain it to me, they can explain it to me when I do coaching sessions. But when you get in front of a class and somebody asks you a question, all of a sudden the room freezes up. So it's interesting. Our students actually do understand it. It's just...
it's hard to keep up with all the with all
so
the
we
terms.
teach exactly how options work. We teach how calls work. We teach how puts work. Here on the list, they don't understand intrinsic value or time value, which are huge, especially when you're selling calls. Being able to take advantage of that time value is where we make the money. This actually, one of these came from ChatGPT. I asked it, and it said they buy out of the money options and wonder why they're soon out of the money. That's what Larry says all the time, right? So yeah. Fear of missing out, that's a big one, right? The next best thing, I want to catch a stock on the way up. That's not really how it works. I mean, yeah, you can gamble and do that and probably make some money. You'll make enough money to be dangerous, and it'll validate your tactic of luck. and then it'll all drop out from the bottom of you. So we don't teach luck. We don't teach hope. We teach actual strategies that you have to be persistent on. And I'll talk about persistence here a little bit later in the show. The last one is they don't use education. They try to do it on their own, right?
And we need to remember that it's not only if they acquire education, it's where they acquire the education. And we are living in a weird world.
Absolutely. So obviously YouTube, tons and tons of bad education.
Yeah.
Or people that you can't accredit. You can't even figure out what their background is. They're just telling you something and it sounds good, and so you go and do it and you lose money. You could go to ChatGPT or any one of the AI platforms and they could teach you. You could ask it all the questions. It'll tell you all the answers. But do you know how to apply that?
And do you know where it gets all its data?
Right. And what happens when the market starts going down and you don't? Well, there's nobody to turn to, right? Nobody talks about what happens when the market is down. So here at Investor Schooling, we're a community. We have a whole bunch of people that are doing this, and we're always talking about it, and we always have strategies. And Monday we do our masterminds where we talk about these things. This is what's going on with this play, with that play, the goods, the bads, the others. And we celebrate in all of our successes, and we diagnose all of our I'm going to say failures, but you don't get it right all the time, but you learn so much when it doesn't go right, and most of the time you're able to make very, very good decisions.
So it's not related to the stocks, but I just want to tell you we have another member of the school here, Mr. Paul, who wrote the Stock Option Aviator. It's another way to show how family we are and how we just help each other. He had a guy that was I believe maybe a drunk driver or somebody hit his mailbox, and we just fixed it this morning. And that's part of this community, this group, this family that called Investor Schooling. We're here to help each other. If you succeed, it's to me it's part of my succeed, and I believe it go both ways, and it's awesome. It's awesome because nobody here wants to see you fail. We're here to see you succeed, and this is the best thing for us. We actually have event to celebrate our successes very soon. We will. I don't know if it's time yet to declare.
I don't remember the date. I didn't actually write it down.
Yeah, we'll talk about it maybe next week, but we do have it. So go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and be part of their success. Why? Because you deserve it. And if you're not sure, if you want us to convince you, or if you have any question and you want to test our knowledge, you can call us right now at 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
I see Jason Lepore wrote back on there. Yes, Jason, I am talking about you.
Yeah. Now he knows. That's
Just
it.
say this.
Yeah.
He said stock price minus strike price. Let's go.
So yeah, that's part of it. Can I run a stock by you?
Sure.
That's the only reason I agreed to do the show today with you.
It's not quite how I remember it going down.
No, it's not. It's completely not. I love you. Only if you were a woman, Brian.
Oh.
So tell me, what do you think? Because I ran this question by you 2 weeks ago, and then a big guy with glasses came into the room and started to shout. What do you think about Carnival?
CCL.
Because Carnival Cruises seems to be low for a very long time. And actually, if anything, it became even more low. And I don't get it. You tell me why. It seems like it started to be very comfortable in the 25 area.
Yeah. So, for some reason, the cruise line stocks are very cyclical. They go up and down a lot, and that ends up getting on our radar because when we talk about buying calls, and we're talking about a technical analysis and a fundamental analysis, the cruise companies they're fundamentally good. They make money, and they have some volatility, so they go up and down. And so with respect to buying calls, you can take advantage of when they're down. And, if you just looked at the chart, these things are so cyclical that you can almost play a chart. I know that sounds somewhat superficial, but it is what it is, right? So one thing we talk about, the stock market as we are little people inside of a big world, right? The institutional traders, they're moving the money. They make moves in, they make moves out, and when they do, they make dents. Or you can think of it as like an oil tanker moving through the water. They create a wave off of their bow. They're very hard to turn. They're very hard to stop. And those little waves that come off of their movements, we can make money from that. And if you look at Carnival, I mean, do you have the chart over there, Omri?
I do.
What month period are you on? How far back are you looking?
So I'm looking at both. Actually, I just moved to Royal Caribbean because of what you just said. But it seems to me that both of them experienced a drop in the last 3 months. So they are not at the tariff price. For God's sake, they are not in the tariff prices. Not yet, at least. I hope they won't. But if we look about the tariff prices, 1 second, let me take a look with the year. I don't know why everything is a bit slow here today. If we look at the tariff prices of CCL, we are talking about around 17.5. We are at 25 right now, 25.5.
Well, the tariffs that got down into the 10s, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong chart. Hang on.
Yeah, in the tariffs we had
17. Okay.
Yeah, the 17.5, and we are right now in 25.5. Around September, we talk about we saw over 30. Everything was over 30. September and even not October. In September, everything was over 30. And also that's the time, you need to remember the winter break, all that people ordering cruises, ordering more. And one of the things you like the most about when you diagnose a stock, I that's what I experienced from you. We have a low PE.
Right. We have a low forward PE, right?
Say it again.
We have a PE that's...
Both PEs are low.
Right, but the forward PE is even lower. This question keeps coming up. So a current PE is 13.
Why, they don't believe in themselves?
No, because it's hard to envision what this means. So the PE of 13 current, forward PE of 10.
Yeah.
What does a forward PE of 10 tell you if it's lower than the current PE?
That's why they experience in the next earning.
That's what the analysts are expecting them to earn at the next report, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bunch of people making an opinion on what the company has either forecasted they're going to do or not do.
Yeah.
And so they create a forward PE number, which means if it's lower, and PE is price over earnings, that is a formula, price divided by earnings.
Yeah.
Right? So if you increase the denominator, it makes the number, the fraction, smaller. So at the current price of $25.78, that stays the same now, and it stays the same on the forward PE. You use the earnings that was just released to create the current PE. You use the expected forward earnings number, which is going to be bigger because that forward PE number got smaller, right? You increase the denominator, the fraction gets smaller. So that tells me that they're expecting to make more money next quarter than they did the previous quarter. So that's just a thing. It's just a tailwind. It's like, well, at least it's not the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Because
Right.
when the analysts do that, are they considering it according to I think I asked you before, the current price, the current stock price? Or are they considering it according to a different stock price, or they do an average over...
No, it's the current.
It's the current. It's everything is over the current.
So both the numerators are both fixed, and the only thing and the last quarter's earnings is fixed. So you have an equation that has four numbers. 3 of them are fixed. The only one that can move is the forward one.
Yeah, I got you. So there is only one.
If you make it bigger, so that's just a tailwind, right? That's a good thing to have. But if you back out on the chart, the stock is cyclic. It just goes up and it goes down. People get into it and then they get out of it. I mean, if you look at a 5-year chart, I'm not saying that that's relevant information, but this thing has the potential to go down to like 20.
Yeah. So we do have a caller. We have Gene. And if it's a quick question, we'll be very happy to answer. Hello?
Okay, hi. Yes, are you there?
Yes, ask us the question.
Okay, so I listen to you guys off and on. I just want to clarify something. You just recently, just a little while ago, you said selling puts is very dangerous. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, when you do a covered call, do you realize that's the exact same thing as selling a put?
But we own the stock. So yes, the stock could go down.
It doesn't matter.
It could go down. Yes.
That's correct. So I've been trading for 45 years. Okay, I'm a professional stock option trader. Worked on the trading floor in Philadelphia.
Awesome.
So there is a correlation, a direct correlation between a covered call and a put. And 99% of the time, they are exactly the same. So when you guys are recommending covered calls, you're essentially recommending selling puts. So I don't know if you're aware of that, but that is a fact.
He's talking about the other side, basically.
And I'll give you an example.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Let's say a stock's trading at 20, and you guys like the stock, so you go out and you sell a $2 call. So that is a covered call. You bought the stock at 20, you sold the call at 2. So you're basically protected down to 18. The stock starts to go lower than 18, the call's worthless, and you're just basically long the stock. Now, instead of doing the covered call, you went out and sold the put at $2. You have the exact same risk. The stock below 18, you start to lose money. So there is zero difference between a covered call and selling a naked put. Zero. And in fact, with some brokers, it's advantageous for margin purposes to sell a put versus doing the covered call.
Mm-hmm.
The best call always comes.
You guys, and what's that?
No, I'm saying the best call always comes 2 minutes before the show need to end. But we do have another hour, by the way. So
Gene, you should come in. You should come in, and you should come in on a Thursday night. I'd love to talk to you.
Okay, I might do that sometime, but yeah, I've been trading for 45 years. I have a lot of experience, and that's one of the things that most people don't know. There's correlations. Every put has a value versus the call. So a covered call is exactly the same as selling a put. Just to clarify for your audience.
Okay.
And for you guys.
Awesome.
So anyway,
come and
that's all I wanted to say.
We'll be very happy to see you. So go to investorschooling.com and we'll be very happy to see you on Thursday. And that's for all our listeners. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. And please register for a free Thursday night class. And we'll be very happy to have you and talk to you and explain to you and sit with you and educate you, which is the best thing for us to do. So we do have another hour. Do you want to say something, Mr. Brian?
No, I'm ready for the next hour.
I'm ready too. Thank you very much for listening. This is the Larry Steinhouse Show. We'll be very happy if you can stay with us for another hour. And if not, that's fine too. We love you and we expect you at Investor Schooling. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. Bye-bye.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling. All opinions or statements expressed on the program are...
All right, you're clear.
Thank you.
Their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
I'm conflicting myself if it's good that we ended the call, or we should wait with this call for the next hour.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So we're using it in different ways.
No, his way, if I understand correctly, means that you own the stock and you want the stock to go down. We own the stock, we want the stock to go up. That's it.
It's complicated because he's talking
Hi,
about
Dawn
selling
Sensland
a
here.
put.
Fall is in full swing.
Which means
the air is crisp, holidays are
when it
coming,
expires,
and it's
you have
the
to buy
perfect
it at the
time to
price you
cozy up
agreed
your
at.
home with Kitchen Magic.
So-
Right now, Kitchen Magic
No, because
is
I
offering
own the stock
biggest
from the
discount
beginning.
ever,
The stock
up to
on the put.
30% off your new kitchen cabinets. Or
With the covered
You
call.
could have gotten to that whole conversation on air.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's a little complicated.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
exactly.
Well,
it's,
yeah.
It's not worth.
so easy to make your dream
You're
kitchen
gonna-
or bath.
somebody's
a
gonna drive off
reality.
the road
Visit
off a bridge if we get into that
kitchenmagic.com.
conversation.
Tell Dawn sent you.
Could be. Yeah.
or the final whistle.
Too many cross
Check out
eyes.
Bet365's unrivaled
So I'm doing the
payout
intro.
offer.
I got a second
Bet
intro.
on the team to win, and they take a
Do it.
17-point lead.
It's similar
You
to
get
the
paid
first
no
one.
matter
I
the
have
final
it.
score.
Okay.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply.
Are you tired of
1 minute?
Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Disclaimer, an antivirus is just half protection online. It will not protect you from snoopers or encrypt your online traffic. So this Black Friday, get better online protection with NordVPN. NordVPN will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plan started
15 seconds.
Ours is the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com/fax or a store near you.
Here we go.
Credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling. All opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely those of Investor Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT HD, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios, powering your drive with 10 brands and 20 locations. Always live.
You're hot.
Odyssey app. The Larry Steinhouse Show.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This is hour 2 of the Larry Steinhouse Show right here on AM 1210. We're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Again, I am joining us as the co-host. My name is Brian Larman. I'm also known as
The Stock Option Aviator.
I thought you were going to use the high voice.
The Stock Option Aviator.
That's better. That's right. This is your captain for Financial Flight. And we're sitting here with me in the cockpit. Adjusting the flaps, turning the knobs, and occasionally turning off the wrong switch is none other than Omri, the best landlord, Morad. Morad?
Yes?
I don't even know how to say it. Now I'm self-conscious.
Yeah, I know.
A.K.A. Omri, the immigrant. And I got to tell you, for an immigrant, he understands American real estate better than most Americans.
Oh, yes.
Together we operate under the umbrella of the only brick-and-mortar financial education center on the East Coast, which is
InvestorSchooling.com.
That's right. At Investor Schooling, you learn about truth about money. You'll get the education you should have gotten in school. And we're here every Thursday night, where over 200 students come in and join us. And they say that what they thought they knew about money was wrong. All right, so hour 2. This is where we really take off. We'll be talking about stock market plays, hopefully some real estate deals.
We'll try.
Income strategies, money mindset, how to build actual wealth instead of pretending to have it on Instagram. And remember, you don't have to wait till Thursday to get started. You can go online right now and sign up. And where's that address, Omri?
We are at investorschooling.com. So go to investorschooling.com and RSVP for a free Thursday night class.
But right now, we want to hear from you. So we want you to call us, talk about your stocks, talk about what options you might be considering. If you have a real estate problem or a deal that you're working on, call us. We'll work through it. We got Omri here to work you through all the details of it. Tell us about your real estate opportunities. If you're a wholesaler, call us. A realtor, call us. If you're a tired landlord, call us. And where are we going to call us at?
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137.
All right, so strap in, sit upright, push the throttles forward, full afterburner, because here we go. Hour 2 of the Larry Steinhouse Show.
Ooh, yeah!
Cleared for takeoff.
We are even better when we are scripted. I was pretty sure we're so good because we're unscripted. We are even better scripted.
Well, you can still add to it.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
You gotta have a plan.
Yeah, we do. So you know why people don't want to talk about real estate anymore, right? I can talk about real estate all day long.
We'll start talking.
Yeah, because they are so intrigued with the stock options and with the covered calls. And then, I went to look at the deal in a place I know very well, and I have properties there. And it's funny because the price was the price that is so easy to go by. It was $100,000. And And I did the math and how much I need to put into it and how much time it will take me and how much I can get in rent. And I figure out that it's barely there, but I always want another one. I always want another property. I always want one more, just one more. And then I figure out, wait, if I take this $100,000 right now and I put it in a, let's say, separate covered call account, how much will I make? Let's say the market drop. Let's say I go with the less risky stock, Ford or whatever. I go with the less risky stocks. How much will I get for this $100,000? And then I figure out, wait, and I'm getting that without renovating, driving anywhere, from the comfort of my sofa at home sometimes, which is not true because my sofa at home is completely not comfortable, but it looks nice. But I will talk to my wife later. The point being is, it's amazing how much people are looking right now at covered calls and they don't want to do real estate, which is, I believe, risky. And it's affect the diversity very much because we never know what will happen. We saw what happened on the turfs. Of course, we saw what happened much worse. We saw what happened in the beginning of COVID in 2020. We saw what happened in 2008. We never know what will happen. And we will have, how Larry calls it, white swan.
Oh, black swan event?
Black swan, yeah exactly. So maybe there will be something. The diversity, I believe, is very important.
So I would say do both, right?
Well, always.
I mean, I'm always, I've owned real estate and had rentals, and I'm always, when I'm driving down the road, I'm looking at stuff thinking, wow, I should contact that owner because their house, looks run down, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And certainly the real estate that I have owned has helped fund the things that I'm doing in the stock market. So you got to do both, right? I mean, if you don't have anything, then start somewhere. Real estate's a great place to start, right? If you can find the properties and you can find people that, if you get a good deal, we can get, we have people here that are just screaming to lend people money, right? But the deal has to be good. It's all private money. So you find the deal. If you're a wholesaler, you get in for cheap. You can not flip them. You can wholesale properties and get your fees. So there's lots of opportunities to get started in either market, right? You just came in with the passion for real estate, right? And that's the bulk of your portfolio. And now you're learning about stock options, right? So you got to do both. And it's not just that. There's other things too. We got the the infinite banking that we talk about through our life insurance policies, and just all the wealth building techniques that are discussed here are not things that you're necessarily going to be sold by going to your local life insurance company or financial advisor, right? I mean, anybody can buy mutual funds all day long. You don't even need a financial advisor for that. So the people that come to investor schooling, they have that, something in their life has made them recognize that they want to change something, right? And they don't know how to do it. Maybe they don't know what to change. It could be money. It could be mindset. It could be anything. And they're seeking out information, and because they know something's not quite right. And when they come to investor schooling, it's like their eyes are open. Like, oh my God, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And there's so many avenues you can go down. If you want to go down the option route, stocks and stuff, you can. If you want to go down the real estate, I mean, most of our material, right, is on real estate, right? I mean, it's because there's just so much more to teach with respect to real estate, right? All the different ways that you can acquire properties without using your own money, without using your own credit, right? And if the market, if things do take a turn and we have this black swan event like you talked about, people lose their jobs or the credit markets freeze up, right? Then there's going to be problems. There's going to be problems with people living in houses, right?
We have a commercial here that Larry say that he will teach you how to invest in real estate without worrying about tenant or toilet or trash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what people are so intrigued by. Many people are coming here and they're asking, wait, how can I invest in real estate without dealing with the real estate itself, with the tenant and with all that? And that's exactly what you just described. Because you can be a real estate investor without dealing with the real estate itself.
Yep.
Just let somebody else do it and give them the ability to do it by lend them the money.
Yep.
Get your whatever percentage you decide, and if it's a good deal and it works for both ways, awesome. And you don't need to do anything. And if for some reason you are worried, remember, you have a piece of real estate as a collateral.
Yeah. I mean, just look at Bill, like during the masterminds when he's talking, like the deals that just fall into his lap because he is just out there, right? He may be doing something with one of his 10 businesses that he has, right?
People know him, yeah.
People know him. He's exposed. He looks at deals that other people didn't want to look at, and he's just a brilliant mind when it comes to structuring a deal and acquiring assets, right? And so, that's his thing. But anybody, you could be doing all options, and then your neighbor goes, "Hey, man, I got to sell this house, but I owe more than it's worth. I can't use a realtor. Man, I'm really stressed out, right?" Well, how's he going to sell that? Well, there's a way to do that, right?
Of course.
People here at Investor Schooling would know exactly how to buy that property, solve his problem, and it's a win-win on both sides. So,
and that's our expertise. We are here to solve people's problems.
Yeah.
Because we are not here to hurt anybody. We're not here to take someone that belongs to... No, it's completely not. Ethic is one of the... I think the strongest foundation of Investor Schooling is ethics.
Yes.
And we are here to do business in the most ethic way and to help others.
Yeah.
And it works. It works. When you come with good, pure intentions, it just works. Like a charm.
Just like a trailer home in Florida.
Like a I'm not sure about that. But
that's not even the right way to say it, right? A mobile home park.
The mobile home park. Yeah. Every time somebody said a trailer, yeah. It's funny. It has its moments, but it's a very good example because you rent sometimes to people. Not sometimes. You know what? I do it all the time, even here with my properties in PA. And sometimes I do mistakes. But I like to rent to people that can't get a house anywhere else. I like to give opportunity to people that maybe did mistakes in the past. And I have my own ways to judge and to see if I believe that they are on the right track and that they will pay me, and it's possible. And I can tell you that in the most cases it works. And when you give people opportunity, especially people that maybe had less luck in their life before, or couldn't get a break anywhere else, they are thankful and they appreciate. And they appreciate you and they appreciate the home that you gave them. And it go like that for years and years and years.
Yeah, when you're saying that, it reminds me of when Larry's talking about lev27.org.
Correct.
And just the smile on his face of telling the stories about some of the people that they've helped through the nonprofit, stay in their home or stay in their property that they're renting, right, where they had nowhere else to turn. They turned to a nonprofit, which is what Larry started, the Lev27, to help people stay in their properties that they're renting in case they come across hard times. And the people are so grateful, and yeah, when you can help somebody out, that pays back tenfold.
I agree.
When you're a bad person, that you'll be miserable your whole life.
Wake up every morning. That's something I also tell my kids. Wake up every morning and be proud in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Every morning, wake up and be proud in what you're doing. If you're not, ask yourself why. I'm asking myself every time somebody call me and want to lend me money, or they want to, hey, is this Victor? Or it keeps changing every week. There is something else, right? Or we are from the police commission. You get those too. There are all those automatic AI, but not all of them. Some are real people that actually calling you every day. Are they proud on what you're doing every day? Every morning when they wake up and they do that, are they proud on what they're doing? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
So, what are you doing? Are you still doing stuff at the sheriff's cell?
I do. I go every month.
What's the mood at the sheriff's cell? Like the type of properties?
More properties. Still, we are having.
And this is Bucks County?
I do only Bucks County because mainly I use the sheriff's cell mainly to acquire something for myself. Rental properties, investment properties, I have my other sources, but I like to go to the sheriff's cell because the high-priced properties sometimes are the one that nobody bids on.
Mhm.
Are the risk that people don't want to take with high taxes and high insurance and all that, and maybe I won't be able to get the house for half a year. We just heard a story in the school about a couple that bought a property on May, and just recently they were managed to get the it's not
Ejectment,
eviction,
right?
ejectment. Yeah,
Ejectment,
exactly. So that's why many people are afraid of the expensive houses, and I actually intrigued by them. And I'm trying to see if I can find something, or maybe just a lot or something like that. The amount of properties that are actually running every month is still very, very small.
Okay.
While the lists are back to where they were at the 70s or 80s.
The what?
70, 80.
The what?
The amount of properties that are being listed.
Listed, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Most of them, maybe I want to say 80% of them will get canceled and not get to the sheriff's sale. And I think it's part of the fact that everybody is smarter than the way they were before 2008, 2009. The banks are more afraid. They don't want to acquire properties. They want to acquire money. And I think there are solutions because the market is still very hot. And if a person doesn't owe on the house more than I want to even say 10% of what the house worth, there are other solutions. So that's why we see less and less properties, even though the actual that are going on the sheriff's sale, while the actual list that they publish every month is getting a bit longer. So that's what's going on. But I'm still going. I think it's a great fun. I think even if you're not going to buy anything, just go. It's every month, every time you see something else, you experience something else. We had few weird scenarios that I've never seen before that happened in the last few months. People that won, and at least in Bucks County, you have to go and pay. They stop the sale, and you have to go to the front and pay the 10% of your winning bid. And we had people that got to that point and decided that they are not going to. Maybe they didn't have the money, or maybe it appeared to them that maybe they went too high on their bidding, and they decided not to. So now there are rules about that. People who are doing something like that.
I thought they kick them out. They don't let them back.
They are kick them out, and they are banned from the sheriff's sale for 6 months.
Yeah.
But you see that there's sometimes they come back, or they're trying. I don't know if they allow them to bid or not allowing them to bid. They are coming back, and it's fun. So that's why I'm going every month. I love going.
I know in Chester County, so I'm in Westchester, so Chester County, it's all done online, right?
Yeah.
So you create an online account, you wire them. It's just $10,000. It doesn't matter the price that you pay.
Bids for assets.
It's on Bid for Assets. Yeah. I mean, the process is smooth, and then you have more time. Just from the county's perspective, you have more time to pay. I think it's like 20 days or 25 days. But so you can't go to the courthouse and hang out in person. But.
So in Bucks County, there was demand by the big sharks to bring it back to live.
Really?
There was demand.
Interesting.
And she agreed. And the sheriff office, they agreed to do that.
Yeah.
And then now it's fun.
It is fun.
It's just pure fun.
But you look at all the people that are required to pull off that operation, you're like, oh my God.
I know, but you see sometimes things that you can't see. Have you ever experienced, I don't know, a person that is coming to bid on their own house?
No, I haven't seen that.
I've seen that.
That could be emotional.
And sometimes they're being caught. And one of the rules during the sheriff's sale, you're not allowed to do that. Yeah. And you have to declare. A person actually arrived in the last one, I think, I'm not sure, but I think with the owner of the house. So he was coming to an agreement with the owner, and he was there to bid in order to buy because they couldn't stop the sale before. That was wild. That was wild because basically before the sale, if you manage to agree on a sale, on a price, or any way to pay your debt back, the sale will get postponed or maybe even canceled. This one wasn't. but they still didn't let go. You see all those scenarios which are very, very intriguing. It's very, very interesting. So I love going. For me, it's just pure fun, and I go every month, and I go with checks every month. And the same way I saw before deals that I regret not buying, and the same way that we bought things in the past, like the Richardson property.
Yeah.
So I believe things are still coming back. I'm a bit concerned, and I think I brought it with you. We talked a lot about the new mortgages they brought up with the bank statements. We love it. We love it. We're so happy that this tool, this product is out there. I'm concerned that that people that are not as responsible as us, maybe not as ethical as us, will use that for the bad.
Is the no-doc loan?
The no-doc loan.
Yeah.
It's not actually a no-doc. It's a bank statement loan.
Yeah.
And it works. And you don't need to show tax return and anything, and it works, and people are getting their loans. What do we have? We have somebody on the line? Okay, so we have Mark, who is an existing student from New Jersey. How are you, Mark?
Hey guys, I'm doing good. Hey Brian, hey Omri.
Ooh, I know who
I
Mark.
wanted to call just in reference. I wanted to call in reference to the previous caller when he said, puts her almost, I guess, at the same level as a covered call. I would only challenge it a little bit by saying, like a call on the put, I mean, there's a certain expiration date, right? And if the price doesn't hit your desired mark by that expiration date, you pretty much can either choose to buy, you forfeit the money at that point. You lose. At least with a covered call, my stock may be dropping lower and lower. I could still take premiums while that's going through the drop. It might be less premiums if I don't want to lose the stock. And then eventually, if you pick the right stocks that are high market cap stocks, it will eventually go up again. So you might have to hold on to it longer. But I still think covered calls is a much safer strategy.
Right.
Correct?
There was that's the difference there. Yeah. So, we're repeating, like you just said, you said it well, we're repeating the process of premium generation every week, which is what we're trying to do. So at the end, it kind of depends on what you're trying to do with the strategy, and what we're doing with it is a little bit different than mainstream, whatever you might call it. So it's you start to get down into the weeds and try to explain this stuff, and it can get a little bit tricky. But I don't care if my stock goes down $2 because I'm going to sell a premium on it, and I'm going to repeat the process, and it could go back up, it could go back down, and I am doing it for income generation, right? I need to make that money that week or that month, and I am either exposed to the market. If I'm a buy and hold guy, I'm already exposed to the market. If I want to own stocks and I'm exposed to the market, then I can sell calls on them, and I'm still exposed to the market. My exposure is the same, right? It's kind of what you're saying.
It is. I'm doing cover calls more for wealth instead of income generation. So I'll sacrifice even a little bit of less of the premium if I don't want to lose the stock, right? If I think it just has more run left to it, so I'll take a little bit more less premium. I'll wait it out, and then I'll get it on the rise up again, and then maybe I could sell it then and even and get higher premiums. So I just think it's a much safer strategy.
Amen,
I do
brother.
overall.
Amen, brother.
In general with calls.
Me too.
All right, and then just in final closing, I just do want to tell everyone, anyone who's on the fence thinking about joining, I'm living proof that if you do follow the rules and if you do become a student, you can make money. I was like you. I was like the typical stock. I got involved in stocks just buying, holding, and then selling when it got high, and then I had no idea about the options market. And once I went through the course, I started really making serious money. So the course is real, and I just want to thank you guys for training me and teaching me an incredible skill. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mark.
Thank you for calling. And
see you on Thursday.
Yeah. And we have Joe in Warrington. This is Joe Keller, right?
All right.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Omri.
Hey!
How's everybody?
Everybody is okay.
We were just talking about you in the first hour. I was about ready to talk to you here at the bottom of this hour.
Oh, okay.
No, he
but you called. That's great.
Talking about Yeah, I heard you talking about the bank statement deal.
Yeah, I know.
And,
You
they're
called to bash me and to shout at me.
No, not at all. Actually, you got it, pretty much right. They're not a no-doc loan.
Yeah.
We're still documenting the loan by using the bank statements to map out the cash flow and average the cash flow over 12 or 24 months, depending on the deal. But it's just a good way to put together a deal for somebody that's got great cash flow, but they're not showing the income the right way on the tax returns to make it look, so we can pull the income off the tax returns.
So, Joe, is there a name for that then? Did I get the name wrong? Because I'm not into real estate.
It's a bank statement loan.
They're called bank statement loans.
Okay.
They're a type of loan that's what's considered a non-QM loan, and not to get into the weeds about technical mortgage stuff. QM loans are your standard type mortgages, conventional FHA, VA, and then they have the host of these different ways to calculate income. Bank statements is one of them. A DSCR loan is another one.
Yeah,
that's where
correct.
we're just using
Basically the same.
leases on a rental, right? And you can actually do these alternate income calculations using profit and loss statements, okay, audited or unaudited. There's a number of different ways to put these loans together and get people into houses, and they mitigate the risk by having an increased down payment. Most of these types of loans, you need 20% to get in, okay, so it's not 2008 all over again where they're, just making sure you're breathing and only asking for 5%.
Yeah.
So,
5%? Really? We had time that we could do 5% down?
oh, my God. In 2008, at the height of the worst of the market, it was 5% down with
5%
credit scores of low 600 credit scores. And this was for an investment property they would allow.
Wow.
So let me explain myself. And I'm
Not
calling to all those people that I'm hearing about those opportunities right now and want to enjoy them and take advantage of them. If you will do it and you will ruin it and we won't have this product again, I will hunt you down. I will hunt you down. I know Larry keeps saying that I'm the master of bureaucracy and I love bureaucracy. I assure you I don't. And I'm actually dealing with my line of credit right now, and I'm with the banks, and it's like every day there is another document and another document and sign this and do that, and can you find us your tax return from 92? I was 6 years old. Leave me alone. It's ridiculous. So the fact that we have this tool for investors, for homeowners, that people can basically rely on their income and not on their tax return and history and all that, that's just awesome. Awesome.
So, Joe, what's the is everything? Are you seeing everything strong right now? I mean, as far as the people that buy these loans, I mean, there's no problem with these products getting bought and sold.
No, everything is going very well, I would say. Reason being is because the mortgage industry really learned its lesson back in 2008, when it almost got its head handed to them. I was in the business. I was living it. I was in the middle of it. I'm 30 years in the business now, so
yeah,
it was scary. I was working for one of the largest bank failures in recorded history, and my income went away. Everything. It was pretty scary. And I was living in ground zero. I was living down in Florida at the time, which was the worst place to own real estate in 2008.
Yeah. So, Joe,
and nobody saw it coming.
For those listeners that are needing for a mortgage and they want to deal with an experienced guy like you, how can they contact you?
Yeah. You can contact me. Best on my cell phone is 215-817-0555. 815-817-9084. Once again, that's 215-817-9084. My name's Joe Keller. I'm with Cross Country Mortgage. Cross Country is the largest residential lender in the country. We do everything for residential owner-occupied purchases, second homes, investment properties, all different types of income calculations. And I also do commercial. And we can get mixed-use properties done. So give us a call, 215-817-9084, 215-817-9084. Myself or Kelly, my assistant, will be glad to help you out and get everything done. And we have lots of first-time buyer programs if there's any first-time buyers out there. And I'm licensed in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Ohio, and Florida.
Awesome.
All righty.
We have Kimi here online saying how awesome you are.
She's one of my biggest fans.
So yeah, we have a lot of customers of Joe who became his biggest fan in the school.
That's right.
So you can come and see Joe live at Investor Schooling. So go to investorschooling.com, and come for a Thursday night class and meet Joe in person.
All right, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
see you on Thursday.
Of course, we'll see you on Thursday. Our phone number again, it's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. We'll be very happy to talk to you about real estate, stocks, whatever you want. We are here for you. 855-939-1137. Let's go to a commercial break.
Hey,
Clear.
Schooling. Listen, I know sometimes you worry about coming to see me because you don't want to invest in real estate, because you don't want to deal with toilets, trash, or tenants. I'm going to teach you a way that you don't have to deal with toilets, trash, or tenants, or even own any real estate and invest in real estate at the same time. You want to learn this, so go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com, and take a complimentary class this Thursday. And I promise you, no toilets, no trash,
I
no
got
tenants.
upcoming events. Black Friday code.
This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Listen,
for
you need to take a
MMW.com
complimentary class this
and-
Thursday. You need to learn how to invest in real estate. You need to learn how to invest in the stock market. You need to learn how to invest in stock options. And you need to learn how to make more money than you've ever made before. Why aren't you here?
Money hacks.
Come to investorschooling.com.
For
Take a
MMW.
complimentary
Money
class this
Live.
Thursday
Yeah.
and learn,
There's no discount, though.
learn. That's investorschooling.com.
So talk only
Take your
about the Black
complimentary
Friday.
class this Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll see you there. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Listen, I can't tell you everything we do in 30 seconds. So you need to come to class this Thursday night, and you need to learn and spend some time with us to see how you can make more money than you've ever made before. That's right. We'll teach you ways that you've never even heard of to make money. So go to investorschooling.com and sign up for this Thursday night's class. Take your complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are so many different ways to prepare for retirement, and annuities are not the...
All right, Omri, we're gonna do one more 30, and then we'll have the we'll have the video coming back. Audio
Okay,
from
thank
the video
you.
Coming back.
Sign up for a complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are a lot of altruistic reasons that you should become a real estate investor? That's right. You get to rent houses to really nice people who need houses. And you know what? When there's a housing shortage and you have a house for them, they are so happy. I've actually gotten hugs from tenants. So come to investorschooling.com and you will learn how to be a landlord the right way. That's right. We have a complimentary class this Thursday night, and this way you can get hugs from your tenants too. Go to investorschooling.com. We'll see you Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
You're hot.
option aviator.
Oh, we're supposed to talk.
Yeah, now we're supposed. Every Thursday that we are doing, of course, we are bringing up the stock option aviator. He goes to the
not
crowd.
Every Thursday.
Not every. I know. We have another guy that likes.
It's really rocking, and it's really rocking, Omri, and you're ruining it.
I'm sorry. Do you want? I would be quiet. Do you want to play it again?
No.
No. Yeah.
I can.
No, don't. So yeah, we because it's such a short one. Sometimes we need to play it more than once.
Yeah.
But it is rocking. I know. I go and sing it for I don't know, maybe a month now, right now, and Brian is going behind me with a tape recorder.
Every time I walk in,
just when I start getting into it, Omri comes in and warbling.
I'm sorry for that.
Imagine coming to work every day and you walk through the front door and everybody's quiet and everybody's in there, and then somebody goes, "It's the stock option aviator."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Who is doing that? Who is the performer there?
Paul Mastriano.
I don't know.
Oh, that's Paul, but Paul's not singing that. I know Paul's voice.
No, I don't know.
I don't know if it's him. He created it.
Some AI magic or something.
Oh, he used AI.
I don't know.
Okay, that's pretty convinced. Oh, AI is scary.
It's very good.
Yeah,
we like it.
So we do talk a lot about AI too at Investor Schooling.
Mm-hmm. We do. We think it's a great tool, and there is a way to use this tool. Don't tell it to trade for you.
No.
But use it as a tool, like every other tool. So that's what we are. Let's talk about our sponsors just for a bit.
All right, we will. Joe Keller, he just was on the phone. He called in. I think everybody can see how much of a great guy he is. So Cross Country Mortgage, his number there, 215-817-9084. For all of your mortgage needs, man, he went into a bunch of stuff I wasn't even familiar with. So he can take care of you. Give him a call. We got Dan Jones, the marketing guy, manyresults.com. That's MANY results.com. For all of your marketing needs. If you got a business, you want more deals, more leads, more credibility, a PR, you need media, you need websites, you need AI to help you out, Google, Meta, TV ads, Dan Jones is your guy at manyresults.com. We got Peter Bonarenko, pbadjusting.com for all of your insurance needs. So they advocate for homeowners and property owners to get every dollar they're entitled to after a loss. So they work for the homeowner, not for the insurance companies. They get the homeowner the money that they need based on the damage that they have. You can reach out to him at pbadjusting.com. That's Papa Bravo adjusting.com, pbadjusting.com. And of course, the Income Sultan Fund, which Larry's created to
and you're a part of
accredited investors, and a lot of our students are part of that. You can go to sultanif.com, sultanif.com. You can see our website. You can see a picture of me on there. You can see a picture of Larry. You can sign up for more information, and then we'll reach out to you, and we can get you signed up for that. You can get the PPM, and it's a way to get great returns. Invest with the Sultan and collect like a king.
Oh, yeah. Again? Oh, yeah. No. Okay, I'm done.
All right, we do have some upcoming events, too.
Yes, let's do that.
In fact, because everybody has a sale this weekend, right? Thanksgiving, Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sale.
Every excuse to go and spend.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we have the same thing.
Why not?
30% off. So we are having a sale. Two specific products. So we got a Money Hacks event, which we do quarterly here at Investor Schooling. We bring in speakers from all over the country to come in and talk about various wealth building techniques. And it is jam-packed all day long event. Guaranteed to walk away from there with ideas you've never thought of before, places to go to invest money, ways to do it on your own. And that's, we call it Money Hacks. And you can go to our website, 4mmw.com. That's for the
4mmw.com.
Right. Do you know the phonetic alphabet? Do you know what, for all the military folks in the crowd? 4MikeWhiskey.com. So the number four, mmw.com. And if you put in the promo code Black Friday, you'll get 30% off that event. And the next event is going to be on February 21st, and that'll be right here at Investor Schooling. And we have our financial IQ event coming up in Vegas. I went to the one last July, and it was
Tampa. No,
I was in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fantastic. That's where I kind of figured out how I was going to employ my assets with the covered calls, because I had some specific goals I needed to make, some specific amount of money, and I figured out they talk about various things. Mostly it's money mindset. We talk about budgets. We talk about credit, all sorts of things. But you can go to financialretreat.com. That's all one word, financialretreat.com. You can get more information there. And if you want to put in the promo code Black Friday, you can get 30% off that program as well.
Awesome. And we'll have the Money Game live in Tampa, and we'll talk about that maybe later on.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. That's an awesome event too.
It's another event that is, So spend your Black Friday in earning and not spending, which is what we offer you here. Earn education by what?
Yeah, invest in yourself. It's funny you say that. So we had a remodeling project coming up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going into debt to pay for this remodeling project. I'm going to produce
enough money.
Right? And part of that was what I learned at Financial IQ is the mindset side of it, right? You have to tell yourself you're going to do. Once you decide that you're going to do something, that only then are you able to even begin to accomplish it.
I agree.
Right?
We always say here in the school, why do you need the money? When you have a deal, when you will have the actual need, the money will find you.
Yes.
And it's true. It's
Right.
always true. It's funny. Every time if I say right now I want another real estate, there is no chance the money will be there for me.
No.
When I have a deal, the money will find me.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Are you?
I am.
Really?
Yes. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Did you tell her about it?
No, but when people ask me if I'm part of something, I always say I am.
What, the first thing or the second thing?
So you know what? It's funny that this show without Debbie and Larry went that direction. So I have a question for you as an Nebraska person. Okay?
Go Big Red.
You go.
It's tough to say that.
Why?
I went to college in the 90s. They had 3 national championships.
Okay.
I left to go in the Navy, and it's been 25 years of suck ever since. So.
Okay, I got you. So I have a cowboy question for you. As I had a debate with my wife. Most of our debates are basically like this radio show. It's just pure fun and ridiculous and have no purpose. A man with the cowboy boots should wear the jeans inside the cowboy boots or outside the cowboy boots?
Depends.
Depends on what?
If there's mud on the ground, you don't want to get your jeans muddy.
But you want to get your... Okay, I got you.
So let's just start.
Let's talk about
Hang
that.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is still a financial show, but this is a very important subject for the matter. So 1 second.
Just to clarify, I'm not a cowboy.
You're not a cowboy?
I know many cowboys.
And you were around them.
Real cowboys,
Yeah.
yes. I don't... these are not the things they're thinking about.
Okay. That's not the thing that bothers them.
No.
Okay. So if you do want to join this conversation and talk about financial as well as cowboy boots, please call us at 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137. If you know actually if I need to wear my jeans inside or outside the cowboy boots, it will help me a lot, and I will return a favor by giving you a financial tip. 855-939-1137. We have a bit more time. So hopefully someone will call and help me figure out if I'm right or wrong.
Hopefully.
Yes. Very important. So we talked a lot about real estate. We talked a lot about stocks. And we figure out that we basically concluded that diversity here is very, very important. You need to do both. You can't decide that you put all your eggs in one basket. And that's also what we recommend to all our students here in the school. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Yeah. That's the way. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
So, I was going to, continuing on this theme, I was just looking for my...
Yeah, I see that you're looking for. I'm not sure what you're looking for.
Well, it's like Rush Limbaugh. They always had the stack of stuff.
Yeah.
Now I realize that how easy it is to accumulate a stack of stuff and then get lost in said stuff.
Okay.
So, I have a quote.
Ooh.
I love movies, and this one was actually in a movie. But
I'm sorry. You must know that Brian is the movie expert. It's funny because I love movies as well, but every time we take a line from a movie, Brian will tell you the name of the movie, I believe, between 2 to 3 seconds. It's uncanny. While the guy was a pilot, it's also disturbing a bit, but I will go.
So they think all I did was sit there and watch movies while I was flying.
I hope not. Give me the quote.
So it's about persistence, and it actually came from Calvin Coolidge. He was credited with it, although it existed well before his time. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence.
Okay.
Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent.
Yes.
Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent.
Agreed. And I will bring my wife here again. She said to my daughter, "You are so lucky. You are smart. Don't waste it."
Mm.
And that related to many things, to how she was educated, to how I was. To me, being smart is also hard work. Yes, people are sometimes have more ability. I know it's easier for them, which is basically what it is. But smart means hard work. So if you are in a point of seeking for more knowledge, you want to be better, you want to be smarter, you can do it whoever you are, wherever you are, from any place you grew from, whoever, you always can be more if you want it enough. Which is basically, if I understand what this sentence is saying.
Yeah, and I think, they're saying persistence and determination. So once you decide to do something, you gotta stick with it, right? But the path to getting it accomplished doesn't necessarily mean you have to be extremely well educated, or you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to have talent, because there's plenty of people out there with all three of those things, and they never do anything because they don't take action. Right? The first step is taking action.
Correct.
We get people that call us, "Hey, what's your school about? Blah, 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 blah." They sign up for the class. They never come in.
Mm-hmm.
We get calls from, a text message. "Hey, I can't make it tonight. The Flyers are playing. I got to live my life." It was like a text message. Like, "Hey, I have to live my life too." So people like that are not, even if they came, they wouldn't be able to do anything with the information we give them because they're not going to take action.
If you are not willing to pay the price to get to where you want, this is basically the excuse for yourself to why you're stuck where you're at.
Yeah. Right. So, the other thing is, sometimes when you're stuck and you don't know what to do, sometimes you just have to do something in order to create a reaction, right? To create a reaction that you can then respond to, either good or bad. But you have to take action. Once you take action, it's going to be like throwing a stone in a pond. It's going to create a bunch of ripples, and those ripples are going to disturb a bunch of other things, and those other things are then going to determine what you do next. But at least you're moving forward and you're doing something. And, everybody's capable of doing it, which is kind of what the gist of that quote was.
I 100% agree. And if something disturbs you, if you think you are missing something, if you think you deserve more, be ready to pay the price and you will get there. We have Jay on the line from Philadelphia with a crypto question. I'm not sure we can help, but let's try.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Jay, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
We are good.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a weird problem. Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
We got you, Jay.
Can you
Go
hear me?
ahead. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, I invested in some cryptocurrency. It was USD.Z, smart chain, and it made a big windfall over a short period of time. But the problem is, I got it into my trust wallet, and then I tried to get it to transfer to my Kraken so I could put it in my bank account. But there's all kinds of problems. Of course, you got to wait the 7 days because I made the mistake of using my card. But I waited 7 days, and it passed, and it got through. And then I got the funds into my account, more than I needed, and I copied the address over to do a transfer to get the money into B&B Smart Chain to do the transfer. And so I got the money and everything there. And then I go to take the money and swap it into my trust account so I can pay for the gas to do the transaction, but it won't go through. I've done this several times. It's been taking me about a month to go this far, and I have not had any success. What's holding me back at that point when I'm just about to get it over after all the preliminary stuff? Why is it getting hung up?
I mean,
in Trust Wallet.
I am not familiar with those applications, so I don't have an answer for you. I'm trying to think of who could answer those questions. Did you reach out to those institutions themselves and call them? I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about moving money around, because we don't unfortunately we don't deal with crypto. I mean, we're familiar with it, but we're not investing in it. So the actual applications themselves, I'm not familiar with. So this sounds like a transactional problem.
Yeah, it is, and that's why I thought maybe somebody would be able to answer these questions.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm not real familiar with it. I'm new to it.
Okay.
So that's what the challenge is being active in it and trying to figure this stuff out. The people that are training me are having trouble figuring this out too, because it's a different area, and I'm still doing research.
Okay.
I thought maybe somebody might know, but
yeah, no, thanks for reaching out. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of exposure to that.
There's no customer support in this case, basically.
Yeah. Who's training you? I'm just curious, because I like all kinds of information. So, you said somebody's training you?
Well, I'm getting a lot of different trainings from different aspects. I have a couple different companies that I work with. I don't want to mention any names.
Okay.
But it's an IO company, and they're very well known. And I made a ton of money, but I can't get it out. That's the problem. And so I'm trying to get that money out of my trust into Kraken into my bank account, but there's all these hang-ups. And I'm not sure if anybody really knows the answer. We're just fuddling around in the dark.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take too much of your time.
No, that's fine. I mean, have you tried?
I've got to.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any information out there like on AI, like if a Chat GPT or one of those platforms might be able, if you could have a discussion with it, it might bring up something that you haven't thought of. That's the only thing I can think of, because I just don't have the technical knowledge of what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've done the Chat GPT thing and talked to AI. They have a lot of different answers. Like what I was dealing with was a Euro Bitcoin, and it didn't want to go through because I have to live in the EU to actually make this go through. But that's not the case. I asked another question with more information, and I didn't get a straight answer, just more questions. But I got to keep at it. Like you said, you got to stay active, and you got to make a move, you know, and make something happen. It's difficult. I may be the first person to figure all this out. I don't know. But I got a bunch of people working on it with me, so wish me luck.
Good luck. Good luck. Absolutely.
Thank
If
you.
you figure it out, call us back. Let us know.
All right.
Thank you for calling us.
I will let you know. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, take care.
We don't do a lot of crypto.
No.
We sometimes regret it, but what he just described is why I'm still a bit afraid of crypto. There's no place to call.
Yeah, I wish we knew more about it.
I know back then. So I have homework for me, maybe hopefully for you too. You can help me and figure it out. We started to talk about the cruise ship stocks that both are down, and while I'm looking for a good investment for my buy on Monday, I am looking at both as an opportunity. Believe it or not, even though the price is very high, I'm looking especially in Royal Caribbean. And you tell me what do you think, and if you think it makes any sense. I don't know. I'm intrigued by them. we want to remind everybody that we are a live show and you can call us. There aren't many. If you want, you can call right now, 855-939-1137. And we will be very happy to see you in a Thursday night class. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and RSVP for a free Thursday night class. We'll be very happy to see you and meet you in person.
Yeah, I like Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
I like it now more than a month ago.
I got you. It's
the fundamentals are good, and
it's an expensive stock, but it seems to be, to me at least, more an opportunity than CCL right now.
I would agree, absolutely. Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, if I look at where the line goes between those two, yeah, CCL is. I don't understand why CCL is so low. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm worried, but this is who we are.
Yeah, I mean, this might be it for CCL. This might be the bottom too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the other one is NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Lines.
Norwegian, yeah.
They're a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
They got a similar chart to CCL. They had some bad earnings announcement. The stock drops. It hits the bottom and went almost all the way back down to where it was in April. Now it's working its way back up. I like its chart the best.
Which one, Norwegian?
Yeah.
So you like when you see that you like the chart when the recovery started. That's why I found out about you.
I like to see something dramatic.
Yeah.
That we're going to recover from.
I got you. You like, but you want to go in after the recovery have started.
Or no, not necessarily. In some cases, but that's usually just because I've just seen that stock, not because I've been following it. Well, some of them. Merck is a good example. I followed Merck through the drop, another drop, and then I saw it playing out, and I know about the fundamentals of the company. I'm like, man, this is just too good of a price for this type of stock, right? And so, I mean, how many hits can you take? I mean, how from a fundamental aspect, it was just the right opportunity.
You know who else? Alcoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, also.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Sometimes we see, and you still don't believe in Intel so much.
I don't.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Many things, they let many people go recently, so there are many questions about this company.
I mean, there's so many good companies out there that make money.
I know.
And, stick with the ones that make money, that have been around a while, large caps, they're not going out of business.
So thank you very much for listening to us. We are the Larry Steinhouse Show, and we were very happy to be here with you for the last hour. And we'd be very happy that you called and shared your question with us. And of course, you can come to meet us in person at Investor Schooling. Go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com and RSVP for a class this coming Thursday. Investorschooling.com. We'll see you in person this Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're clear. Give me a second.
Thank you.
This program is paid